All right, so I have some free work that I did. So this is how I would design a welcome flow for this brand, Pamos, if they hired me. Um, this is just how I would do it. This is some free work that I made. So let's get into it. They are a cannabis like drink company, so that's pretty interesting. It's pretty niche. So like current breakdown of what they're doing, they're sending about three emails a week. Um, So not that many campaigns. They're mostly promotions, new products, holidays, like some of the recipes. Not and none of this is to bash anybody. This is just like objective critiques about what would improve their email marketing and make them more money. So they're not sending anything customer focused. For example, like one of the angles is that it's healthier than alcohol, or it's doesn't have the same negative effects as alcohol. So if that's like a main benefit of the product, they should talk about that more. Um, and so I have no idea what their internal team is like, but a lot of brands don't have a dedicated person for email, so that's why they are sending so few of them. And I went back to look, but I don't think that they have a welcome flow. I may be wrong. They may have added it because I wrote this like a month ago. So maybe wrong about that. So yeah, THC infused drinks. I like the position against alcohol. I think it's a very strong position. Um, all right, so our first email. I'll show you here. So this one over here on the left. This is the one of their original ones. So you can see how I tried to like copy the design to I didn't like change anything up dramatically. I stuck with their vibe and stuff. So I copied the same font, the colors, all that stuff. All these photos are from their website. So we should always welcome and once they sign up, because people get in to your email list one of two ways, right? They either they buy something or they opt in on the website for a discount because they're interested in the brand or the products that they want to purchase. So show appreciation that they're there. Have your call to action at the top. Give them that discount that they came for right away, so they can use it if they want to. Thank them again. Short intro about the brand. I play on that positioning that I was talking about. So I say, we strive to help you enjoy every moment to the fullest with the dreaded hangover. Da 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 da. So we're, benefit of the product, positioning it against another well known product. And then we just have some of their popular products. Keeping it short, second call to action once they scroll to the bottom. Very simple. We just want them to go use that um, discount and give a short intro. So, second one, let's see what I have in my notes here. Probably have more in my notes. So, the second one is I usually like to make them story based. If there's a lot of info on the brand, I kind of like to do one the background of the what do you call it? Background of the founders, and then background of like how the brand started, if that makes sense. But this brand, I could not find a ton of info on, so we did not do that. I just made the one email. So, say here, you want to think about the customer journey whenever you're doing any kind of flows, right? So, like I said earlier, they just signed up. The new subscriber is interested in the product, but doesn't know anything about you yet. So, and if it's a somewhat faceless brand, you want to like introduce yourself as the founder, if possible. Um, yeah, so I said here, build trust with transparency, personality. Think about someone that you admire a lot, that you share like similar beliefs with, or that you just like how much more likely are you to buy from them than a faceless brand? You have a lot less leverage. So the hard part about doing this is that it can get very lengthy in text when you're talking about the whole story. Um, so you really want to keep it engaging, practice your storytelling, use open loops and transitions, and keep it somewhat customer focused, customer centric still, because people, they're buying this product for themselves. It's for them. So I'll let you read this here, but that's the gist of this email. Just a trust builder. Um, and then put this in here. This could be you, keeping it about the customer. You could put in a picture of the founder or founders. I like to do that if I can get those photos. Could not in this case. Like I said, good to put a face to the name. Yeah. And then call to action at the bottom for the discount. Keeping the same copy and stuff um, from the other one. Consistency. I really love these photos. Just, I don't know, the vibe. So our headline, give up the booze, not the buzz. Going back to our positioning. Like that a lot. I like that. I was happy with that, the way it came out. Um, so this one is about the benefits. So this one is probably one of the most important of the welcome flow. You're going to talk about the main benefit, the benefit of the benefit of your brand and your product. So like, how does this impact their life? Like, so, your product does this, and then you ask yourself, why does that matter? And then you ask yourself again, why does that matter? Why does that matter? Or like, and then you get down to like, the actual difference it makes in their life. And that is what your product does. It doesn't just do the surface level thing. So in this case, the more enjoyable way to enjoy yourself. It's not just a THC drink. It's a more enjoyable way to enjoy yourself. You don't have the negative effects of alcohol. You get to have your cake and eat it too, basically. Um, Call to action up at the top again. And then I have some kind of like sub benefits or sub features that all relate back to the main benefit. And then your mechanism. Might not always have a mechanism like the how behind how your product works. That makes sense. Yeah, like the reason, what makes your product different. You could use your USP or your mechanism. The how, the how behind how your product works and how it works uniquely. If that makes sense, look up unique mechanism. Probably didn't explain it very well. So I have that here. I describe how cannabis works and how it doesn't give you the negative effects that alcohol does. Basically, that was a bit of a ramble. And then we have favorite cocktails. So just another one of the popular products, called to action again. Then I have these guys down here. I always leave them a bit small because it's not really the main priority. It's not really where I want them to go to, but it's an option. Okay, and our last one. So what can I mix with it? The fourth email, generally, I like to make about social proof, but I think because this brand is somewhat new, or they just don't have a lot of press, I couldn't find too much about them. But you could have like like popular mentions they have in like popular publications or celebrity mentions or good customer reviews, like all that stuff. Um, I wrote this a month ago, so I can't remember why I didn't do that. I could have done one with customer reviews, but anyways, this one is good because it addresses a main objection or a main not objection, a question, probably just a question, like because this is a relatively new product, right? You got to think about that. It's not alcohol has been around for like forever. This specific product has not been. It's relatively new, so you're gonna have a lot more questions surrounding it. One of those is going to be, what can you mix with it, right? So we want to go ahead and answer that for them, clear that up. I guess it could be an objection. Um, and then I basically say that you can mix it with anything. You can like do all the same things that you can with alcohol. You can make all the same cocktails that you love with this. It'll taste the same, et cetera, et cetera. Call to action again, and then you can view more recipes here. So it's very educational based, helpful. Yeah. So you can make these flows, especially the welcome flow, like another 3 to 4 emails long, um, about all kinds of stuff, addressing more objections, just educating them a bit more on how to use the product, stuff like that. I have other videos that go more in depth, but yeah, that's all for this one. Really like this brand. Hopefully, get a chance to work with them. But if you found this helpful, let me know. If you have any questions, put them in the comments.